Hey guys, HotRod08 here, and welcome to a new episode of SupportCraft, where we take a look at new, possibly unconventional builds for support champions during Season 8. Now, for this video, it's going to be more of an unconventional build, but it's been working really well for me during Ranked this season. That is going to be another build on Rakan. Now, the goal of this build is to provide Rakan the best possible ability in order to be able to carry himself within the game. The last 5 games I've played in Ranked, I've won 4 out of 5 of them with this build, and that's been doing really well for me. I've been stacked to use it. I'm going to actually continue using it because it's just given me such an ability to carry myself in each of those games, and I will explain how. Our primary path we're going to be going down is the Inspiration path, and the secondary path we're going to go down is the Sorcery path. And together it provides Rakan additional 22 ability power as well as 20% potion and elixir duration. Our primary keystone we're going to be going with is going to be Unsealed Spellbook, which is going to let Rakan switch his summoner spells beginning at the 2-minute mark and then every 4 minutes afterwards. And then it's also going to provide Rakan's summoner spells an additional 25% cooldown reduction. And I will go into detail later on in this video as how we're going to use that. Our greater room we're going to be going with is Perfect Timing, which is going to give Rakan a free stopwatch. It's going to provide him some extra safety when he's going in to initiate during the laning phase. And then our lesser runes we're going to go with is going to be Magical Footwear and Approach Velocity. Magical Footwear is going to give you a free pair of boots at the 10-minute mark, and it's going to provide a little bit more mobility than the regular boots do. And then we're going to go Approach Velocity, which is going to give Rakan additional movement speed when going towards nearby ally champions that are either movement impaired or enemies that you impair yourself. Now, this rune, if you don't have a lot of CC on your team to proc it, you can also go Celestial Body or Cosmic Insight. That is really your own preference there. And our secondary runes we're going to be going with is going to be the Ultimate Hat and Absolute Focus. The Ultimate Hat is going to provide your ultimate its own special cooldown reduction in order to be able to cast your ultimate faster and more often. And then we're going to be going Absolute Focus, which gives Rakan additional ability power that is based on your level when you're above 70% health. And that really helps you during the laning phase, as with your Q, when you're hitting your enemies, it's sustaining yourself back up health. And you can keep yourself above 70% health quite often, so that ability power is being added to you as you're going up. Now, before we get into the item set, let's go over the summoner spells that we're going to be choosing throughout the game, so you get an idea as to why we're going with Unsealed Spellbook. So, the beginning of the game, you can start with either 2 different summoner spells. You can either start with Ignite and Flash, or you're going to start off with Smite and Flash. I know that sounds really weird, but I'll go over why. So, if you are going to be going into a defensive lane, and just try to get through the laning phase and get your AD carry fed, which is what I've done the most of the time, you're going to go Smite and Flash, and you're going to be starting off with a Relic Shield. Now, if you know Rakan is considered a ranged champion, so he doesn't proc Relic Shield very easily, but when you have Smite, in addition to the 25% cooldown reduction on the ability, you can use Smite almost every 68 seconds. You're going to be able to definitely kill those cannon minions a lot easier with that, and be able to sustain you and your AD carry up, as well as Relic is a really good item on him, provides a lot of health. That is really nice. But if you think you're going to be able to win the laning phase, then you're going to go Ignite and Flash instead, and you're going to be starting off with Spellthiefs. I would go this only if you're facing someone that is really squishy and immobile, like Soraka and Sona, and your AD carry is aggressive, and then you guys would be able to pounce on them very easily and get some kills. So those are your 2 options beginning a game. After that, the goal is to switch your either Smite or Ignite. You're going to switch to Ghost, which is going to be able to allow you to initiate team fights and initiate picks really easily between Ghost and Flash. Once you get your Ionian Boots of Lucidity, your summer spells are at 35% cooldown reduction, so that is really going to lower your cooldowns of both your Ghost and your Flash, and you're going to be able to carry the game by yourself just because of how many picks and team fights you can start with this. Another honorable mention, if you are facing a lot of CC in your game and getting locked up, instead of taking Ghost, taking Cleanse as a summoner spell might be the best option in order to make sure that you yourself are going to be able to get out of your initiation that you start off with, because you being alive is a lot more important than getting in there and just getting blown up when you didn't have that cleanse that you could have really used. So getting into our item sets, as I said, if you're going to go that defensive lane and just farm it out, you're going to want to go with Relic Shield, and if you're going to try to go for a kill lane, you'd go Spellthief's Edge, and then after that, you're going to get your 3 health pots and your warding totem. Then your first main item you're going to be building is going to be Athene's Unholy Grail. But before that, whenever you do get your free boots from your runes, you want to upgrade as soon as possible to Ionian Boots of Lucidity to get your summoner spells cooldown as low as possible, as well as get your movement speed up. But after you get your Athene's Unholy Grail, which is going to be providing extra ability power, extra magic resist to keep you alive, and then it's also going to be providing extra health, sustain for your allies. After that, you're going to want to go Zhonya's Hourglass, which is going to provide armor and your cooldown reduction, as well as some ability power. And it's going to allow you to survive going into team fights, as this season people are getting blown up a lot faster, as well as Rakan. So between the magic resist you get from Athene's and the armor you get from Zhonya's, you get pretty decent durability. And then it's active, along with that free stasis you get from your runes will keep you alive a lot longer than you normally would. And then after that, you have some situational items. You can go either Locket in order to provide yourself some more durability and provide a team-wide shield. You can go Redemption, which is going to provide a little bit extra health, as well as provide additional team-wide heal. Or if there's a lot of CC and your team's getting CC'd a lot, you can pick Mikael's Crucible, which also does provide magic resist and some more cooldown reduction, but also provides that active that cleanses all stuns, roots, taunts, fears, silences, and slows on an allied champion. So I hope you've enjoyed this build. It's been working really well for me. I've been able to carry myself up really well with this build. Beforehand, I was actually under 50% win rate with Rakan. I just kept getting blown up from everything, but now with this build, I feel like I'm actually worth something. I'm actually carrying the game, and I'm making a difference. So if you try it out and you enjoy it, please comment below. I'd love to hear if you've had any success with this. Rather than that, if you've enjoyed this video and you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe, as I'm coming out with new videos for support based videos every single week, and I would love your support. Rather than that, you guys have a great day today. Thanks much. Bye.